Hey, what's up, good people? How you doing? Welcome back to Stock Up with Larry Jones. Hey, what's up? Hey, let's talk about some XRP, and let's talk about what I think about XRP. I know a lot of people are upset because I tell the truth, but I got actually good news for XRP. I'm going to make a larger purchase of XRP because I believe in XRP by itself. I believe that it has one of the strongest use cases out of all of the alts. But let's just discuss that alt season has been a big flop this year and hasn't started, okay? And I'm going to show you where we have to keep our eye on Ethereum. And I want you to just look at the data, right? Don't get your feelings in the way. Look at the data because it's actually positive for XRP, okay? So after this, I'm going to make 2 more XRP videos. I'm going to make an XRP video when it drops. I'm going to make a large purchase. And then I'm going to make a XRP video when it pops. And so I'm actually pro XRP. If you listen to everything I'm saying in all of my videos, I'm actually pro XRP. And I believe that XRP is here to stay for the long term. And it could do some mind-blowing numbers, okay? But let's not get caught on, these numbers, right? Let's just get caught up on what it's actually doing. Now, I'm telling you guys right now that Ethereum has done nothing this year. It's been a big disappointment. But you know what else has been a big disappointment? The alt season has been a disappointment, or the lack thereof. So those of us that's been swing trading everything, even including Bitcoin, I've been swing trading. So I go to the lows, I buy heavy. And then when it gets up, I sell. And I've been doing that until here recently, over the last over the last couple of months. So I've been doing that over the last year and a half. You guys that have been following me. I say, hey, I'm loading up here. I set my stop losses. When we go up in profit, I set my stop losses. They trigger in sales, in profit. And then when it drops back down, I load up again. As a matter of fact, so much to the fact that over $60,000 in XRP that I have is pure profit. Now, I was never negative XRP. I just showed you a better way because of what it's been doing. Now, what I'm going to say is this. Those of us that are swing trading and have been doing that, we're making more money. Just look at it. You can't argue that. Now, does that mean that you should not hold XRP long term? No, that's not what it means. So what I do is I have 2 separate portfolios, right? I have another portfolio that I don't share, but that portfolio is my private portfolio, okay? But I do have a portfolio where I'm trying to help people make money even with XRP and to be long-term investors, even with XRP, Solana, and even Ethereum, believe it or not. Those are the ones that's going to be around for a while. And I believe SUI is a new contender that's going to be around for more seasons where some of the others will fall to the wayside, okay? So that's what I'm saying. Look at what ADA really hasn't been performing well, right? And so that's what I want you guys to understand and come along this journey with me. So when XRP does really pop, okay, and I'm going to talk about that on a later video. I guess I have 3 videos I'm going to make, and I'll be done with XRP. But I am going to make a large XRP purchase on the next drop. And I'm just going to tell you, when it drops back to 190, then I'm making a large purchase. If, as it stands right now, me personally, I'm not buying over 215. I'm going to show you why. Okay. So I want you to listen to this and then let's talk on the back end. Okay. Personally, I'm not chasing to the top. Remember, everything I say or anything I say is not a suggestion for you to buy, hold, or sell. You got to do your own due diligence. So you could see I'm on a weekly here and we're looking at XRP and just trying to see with all of the up and down, what is a good buying price? Okay. So let's just keep it simple. You see where this week we bottomed here, we bottomed here. So I was just trying to find as many touches as possible. I'm just going to make it plain and simple for everyone to see. You see, we touched here, 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 almost here, here, and here. So the people that kept buying all the way up here, you're trying to dollar cost average back down. That's fine. I do believe that XRP is going further up than here. I have a lot of money in XRP. But as you could see, you have about $1.90 right there. You see there? About $1.90. So if you bought at $1.90, 9 times out of 10, you are still green in your positions. Now, what's stopping you from doing a buy order at 190 for XRP? Okay, so now, yeah, we got the MACD up here. So on the weekly, we could see that momentum is starting to push up, and we could see that the blue line is crossing over the orange, right? So we could see that we could be about to break into an upward trend. Could be. Now, I don't have everything else on here, but let's just look at what's a reasonable price. Now, you can see I have $1.90 here also, right? But let's just see what the best price to get into, or even a lower price, not the lowest, but just a better price, good people. So now I like this fixed range tool because it just works good for me. Now, if we just go from the bottom here, and let's just encompass this entire area. So we're going back to March 1st of 2025. Okay. So this entire time, let's even go back here. This entire time, it doesn't matter how far back you go. Okay. So let's just go here. You see where the top line is. Okay. So we had that spike up, but let's just keep it into a range that is more local, right? So here, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to move this over. Hopefully I can grab that. There we go. And then we're going to go here. You see that top line there? You see where it's touching, where resistance is, even at the peak, right? Even this is telling you, boom, 215 is a better buy than 220, which it is at the time. So this is the point of control, and this is volume. And this is telling me that buyers start to ramp up here. And this is, you know, other people use this other ways. This just lets me know, for me, I like to be in lower price ranges. This means that I am going to do most of my buying 215 and down for now until it moves further, good people. All right. So now I want you to look at Ethereum. Okay. I want you to look at this. Ethereum has not taken off, and alt season has not taken off. It's waiting. And I do believe that we could have a late alt season. Now, clearly you could see, if you go back the month, you could see the correlation between Ethereum actually and XRP. You see that? There is a correlation in Ethereum and XRP. So when alt season really begins, and I still believe that it still will be led with Ethereum. Ethereum hasn't done anything, good people. And what else hasn't done anything? Alt season. So I still believe that Ethereum will lead the charge for alt season, and things will start to take off, right? So now let's look at Ethereum. Watch this, good people. I want you guys to get used to doing this. Now I'm on Ethereum, and if you look here, look at this dotted white line, right? So now you could see that right there, right around 25.65, right here, 25.65. Let's just call that the zero line, right? So now let's try to go here to where this is out of the way. Now you see the red line where it touches 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. That's 23.93. And this is where I would be buying. You see where it touched over the last month, even to the left? It touched 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. It came back down to 23.93. not 2,500 at its best price. So then I would set a buy order here, and I would set another buy order at the month's low of 21.96. I just keep it simple, good people. Okay. Then if you go to XRP, you could kind of do the same thing, good people. I'm showing you it's not that complicated. Now look to the left. You see where the red line is touching? Look to the right. 206, 207. So I'm also going to look at that. Boom. 206 and 207. So we're saying 215 for right now. So look at this. So 215 is a safe range to be buying right now, because you don't want to be buying up here at 230, 215. But I would buy from 215 down, and I would buy light at 215 down to 207. Okay. And I would be buying heavier at 207. Okay. And then at 190.93 is where I would be buying the heaviest. Right. Will it come back down here? No one knows, but most likely it will, because it has so many times already. And soon as someone says it's never going back down there, it does. So there you have it, good people. Remember, it's all about your purchase price. Purchase price, purchase price. Now, I'm not telling you not to buy above 215. That's for you. I'm only telling you what I'm doing. Anything I say is not a suggestion for you to buy, hold, or sell. You have to make your own decisions. I am not a financial advisor, but I make a lot of money with crypto. And I'm telling you guys that I want you to just consider. And the XRP army should be behind what I just said, because when it falls down, instead of you selling and triggering, causing the price to go down, I'm showing you where I'm buying to push it back up. So support won't be here, it'll be here. And that's what it will take. Now, if you're like me, you read beyond the foolishness and you stick to the facts. And the facts are XRP has a better use case than any other altcoin out there, if you ask me, including Ethereum. Okay, so it's not just about gas fees and all of this. It has a use case that everyone will be partaking in, right? And so when you look at the banking and processing, you look at how we're killing it in SoFi, all of banking is going digital. Just like the whole stock market is trying to go digital. That's what these altcoins are about. That's what these stable coins like Circle, that's what they're all about. So the world is changing swiftly. And I brought it to you when the story broke, and I said this was the most bullish thing about XRP, and it's the stable coin, right? And so it has positioned itself to be a great project for years to come, right? And so that's why I'm focused on it. And I'm going to be buying some Ethereum too, because I do believe you're not going to have alt season without Ethereum. That's what I believe. Tell me what you think about it. So let me know, not where you think XRP is going to. Leave me a comment of where will you be buying XRP.